the case.
So and we're speaking with Jackie Gordon from The Bachelor right now. He completely left Bachelor Pad.
He did. Yeah, he walked away from the money, and yeah,
And that was it.
That was it.
Wow. Interesting stuff, I'd say. You know, and this brings up my conversation, and a big reason why, you know, I knew you were coming to Rhode Island. Somebody dropped that dime on me, and having somebody from Rhode Island that has had such an experience with reality television and something as real as falling in love, and then all of a sudden, because of reality television, because there's another opportunity there,
yeah,
it was kind of ended, kind of brings me into this conversation. Do you watch the Real Housewives franchise?
I catch it when I can.
Yeah.
I actually don't even have cable TV, so...
A reality star that doesn't have cable.
Yes, yes. I really don't watch that much TV.
But again, I mean, Bachelor's on ABC.
It's
so
on ABC.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
So you hear this crazy news about, Russell Armstrong,
mm-hmm.
Taylor Armstrong's husband. He found, he hanged himself. I always want to say hung, but anyway. And people are blaming Bravo. They're blaming the show and how he was going to be portrayed in the second season. I mean, did the behind-the-scenes pressures and then watching it, do you feel a lot of pressure?
I think it is what you make of it, and I think going into it, you need to really have thick skin and just be the strongest person you can be, because you can fall. There are certain pressures, I'm sure, different circles people might get involved in. I mean, in this guy's case, I think he, right off the bat, said to his wife or ex-wife or whatever that he didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. And
that, you know, you do your thing, but I don't want to be in this. And I think that there are certain pressures that come with it, sure. It's how you handle yourself. I mean... I'm a normal person, but I see other people that go through things that are either positive or negative, but it shouldn't change you all that much. So it's really a shame that happened.
What Jackie's life right now? Would you do, if given the chance, would you do another reality show again?
It would depend on what it is, and sure, going into it, I know a lot more now than I did before, but I'd have to be careful. You know, you just gotta. It would have to be right. I don't know. You know, it was a fun time, but you also want to be able to move on with your actual life and kind of not just live in a reality bubble forever.
You're single now?
I'm single now, yeah.
Single, ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle.
Total package right here. You can see her on 630WPRO.com. I have to ask you before we let you go. Jake and Vienna.
Yeah.
Is Jake as slimy and cheesy as he seems, and is Vienna as full of it as she seems?
I like Jake. I'm on Team Jake.
You're on Team Jake?
Yeah, I am. You know, we had a date together. We spent a lot of time together. We hung on for 40 minutes. I hung on to him. You know, I know him. And I have to say, I think he's a good guy. And I give him credit for all that he went through on the pad. You know, he really tried to make amends with Vienna, and power to him.
And we're going to see the rest of how it all unfolds on this season. of The Bachelor Pad, because there's still, there's still quite a few weeks left. There's like what?
There are 4 more weeks left.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll be back for the finale. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned in September, I believe that airs.
If ABC ever said to you, Jackie, you should do Dancing with the Stars, would you?
I would have to really learn how to dance first before I embarrass myself.
Jackie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
and enjoy
you.
the rest of your Rhode Island weekend. You're such a pleasure.
Thank
we look forward to keeping up with you, keeping up with the Jackie.
Oh, I like that.
Are you watching Are you into the Kardashians?
That is one that I do watch, yes.
Excellent. Lots ahead on This Weekend Entertainment. Well, lots ahead before we wrap up. News Talk 630 WPRO and 99.7 FM.